Hello everyone, this is Draginhikari, and I welcome you back to Harvest Moon for the Super NES. Yep, we're back to this now, since I missed last week, and I wasn't sure this week with the FanFest shenanigans if I was going to get back to this week either. But hey, we're here, so let's do it. So last time we played this game, I got mostly through the summer season and was preparing to enter the fall season, which, unlike future games, there isn't as much to do in the latter half of the year, but we'll be using that time for other purposes, basically. So the pace of the game should start picking up quite a bit going forward, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. No special announcements. We'll be going back to our normal schedule next week, so we'll be back to running our stream on Tuesday and Thursday. And I'm going to try to do this Sunday stream in the evening and see how it goes for a while, since the Sunday afternoon streams weren't really working, at least not the way I wanted them to, so we're going to try this evening thing for a while and see if I either need to switch the days up or if we're going to keep going this route. I do want to continue to be able to stream other stuff besides my 14 stuff, which, you know, based on the announcements that came up this weekend about Dawn Trail, you're going to be hearing a lot from me in the future. So tonight, let's focus on Harvest Moon instead. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. Enough of that. Yeah, I was just finding the Sunday afternoons. The Sunday afternoons were not only were people not being able to come on, but my success rate at actually running them were poor, to say the least. So I'm kind of hoping the evening stuff... I didn't want to do evenings originally on Sunday because that makes for kind of a sudden shift back to the work week, but I don't think the afternoon thing was working much either anyway, so no real point. Let's see... Okay, have more money. Okay, there are a couple of things I need to focus on here these first few days until fall comes up. Okay. I'm being kind of clumsy here. Okay, gotta... Cows aren't big enough yet, so still gotta wait on that. Well, let's see, what day did it say that today was? Wednesday. Okay. The eggs, gotta feed the chickens. So in between the times that I've been playing this, I've remembered a few factors that will probably make going forward a lot easier for me now that I actually remember them, but we'll see how that goes. It's kind of hard to say. I am going to do something here. Before I worry about watering things and all that. I think I need to check and see if I can get a cow or not. Okay, that's the last one I'm probably going to buy for now because I need to... Because there's basically an issue in the fall. So I need grass in order to feed the cows and chickens through the winter. And though I can grow grass during the fall and build up during that month, I can't plant grass during that month. So I need to plant all my grass before the end of summer in order to build up on it. That's why I'm buying a whole bunch of it now. Okay, that'll do it. Don't want to go overkill either, because I still have to plant it in the next 2 days in order to make any use of it. Because this will be the last month that I'll have full rain during the night, so... I don't even remember what I named them all so far. So I'm going to be very lazy here. Okay. Happens when I skip like something like this for 2 weeks. Okay. I need to water. Get... Not going to be much growing left, so... Poor misshapen field here. Let's see. Couldn't tell if anything was... I think we have a little bit to cut here. Unfortunately, by the time the second year comes around, it's usually a lot easier to do all this. But, okay. Gonna try to expand what I can in the next 2 days, which means I may be abusing the night a little bit here. I mean, it's hard to compare Farmville and Harvest Moon because they definitely were intended for very different audiences. And down I go, so I gotta go heal up before I can do anything else. I'm gonna be abusing tonight to try to get all this grass planted before next day. The first goal once fall comes around is to complete the marriage process, which isn't necessarily required to complete the game per se, but in order to get a high score and things like that, which is really the only point of this game, you generally need to. But it also introduces some new rules I have to start following as soon as I actually do that, so I have to be prepared for that. I also need to double check Eve's stuff to make sure that he's still high enough rank-wise for me to complete it once fall starts. Because usually you want to aim for the fall in order to complete everything else, so... Also, since fall is, there's there's no crops or anything during the fall. It's a good time to get used to the timing that the rest of the game is going to be based around. And this is the point where not having a stamina meter is kind of a pain, because I can't tell how much this is helping or how much of this I have to do before I start going back. But it is what it is. At least you guys will have to stop listening to me play this game in, like, utter silence for, like, multiple minutes at a time. Oh, looks like I missed something. Oh well, I'll deal with that after I deal with the grass. Okay, looks like I recovered pretty good, so I should be able to get a few more sections done before I run out again. Can't remember how many I bought, and I can't tell from the bag because there's no inventory screen. Yeah, this game was held heavily back by memory limitations on the Super NES, which is why I wouldn't see its more complete versions until later consoles. Okay, I can't put any more of that direction, so might be a good idea to start going northward instead. Yep, but at least until I get the upgraded plow anyway. Okay, there we go. I finally used it all up. Yeah, start picking up the dog more often. Because apparently you need to pick up the dog 100 times during your playthrough in order to complete everything, but I didn't even remember that being the thing, but... Oh, that's kind of annoying. I'm gonna have to go heal up for, like, minuscule reasons. Oh, well. I like to get one more harvest out of that before I have to call it a season. Fortunately, I don't think I need to do much. Okay. Before I do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and go into town and double check the situation I want with Eve, just to make sure I don't need to grind anything else out before fall comes. Okay, yeah, she's still at 5, and I think that's what she needs to be at in order for me to do the thing. No, I've been single for a very, very long time, and I just refer to it as the thing here. Okay. I think that's all I needed to do. I think everything else is set. Go ahead and wrap today up then. Check the weather for tomorrow. Okay, something happened during the night. Heard an awful sound here this morning. Are you alright? Same thing strange happened. Check it out. Okay, that's just to let me know the situation. But before I investigate the matter, I need to tend to my new friends here. Eventually, I'll actually be able to use the milker, but I haven't been able to do so far. Okay, now I need to feed all 4 of them here. Gotta grab the chickens. Really passive income, that is the chickens. Okay, last harvest of the season, I think, so let's go ahead and do that. Funny thing is, this game has like 20 endings depending on how much you do and how much you accomplished in the time that you have. Admittedly, there isn't, from what I know, there isn't much variation between the endings all that much, but they're just like little things, I guess. Okay, we're at noon, so gotta hurry it up here. Unfortunately, the clock is just so fast in this game. Each day basically just comes down to a couple of minutes, where later games would extend this timer pretty significantly as the number of activities that you can do each day drastically increase. Okay, so before I do anything else, yes, that's what I want to investigate. How do you do? Has your ranch become lively? Hey, are you from the ranch? Do you use the sickle in the shed? How's it working? Very good. Wow, I made it. I'm so happy. I'll make it better. Look forward to it. Okay, so that will get me my... You can go out from here. Okay, so that's what was behind that door. On the plus side, that will get me my first sickle. That'll get me my main sickle update, which will help me a lot later. It'll basically allow me to cut the grass in a 3x3 square rather than cutting it one square at a time, which will reduce the difficulty of maintaining the large friggin' field. The downside is that means I don't have access to the sickle today, so I'm going to have to leave everything. Okay. Gotta get my watering done here. Wait. I never remember if this is 30 days or 31 days, but this may be pointless, but oh well. We'll just get it done quickly. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just give Eve another flower before calling it here. Just want to make sure she stays. Because there's a lot of friendship level degradation that happens in this one compared to later games. So if you ignore her for too long, it'll start to decrease, which will be kind of important later. Said in later games, the marriage system would kind of downplay some of the maintenance costs section of it. Okay. Go ahead and call it, and I assume this will be the end of the season, so not much left to do, but call it. It'll be raining tomorrow. Yep. Season's over, so yep, we're now in the fall season. Even in the fall, I still gotta take care of the animals, but that'll really be the only farm work for this section. As you can see, I now have the golden sickle, which will help me with certain things later. Yeah, cutting grass is the other thing I have to do, but since it still grows in the fall. Sometimes it's really hard to tell if the brush actually hit them or not. Because sometimes it seems like I can hit them from like half the room away, and other times it seems like it doesn't count if I'm not right next to them. This game's programming is a little wonky. Well, nothing more annoying than throwing and missing and having the item just completely disappear. Okay, moving on. I'm going to go ahead and throw one of these down to incubate to get myself a 4th chicken. Whoops. Oh, crap. Whatever, I guess. Whatever works. Okay, there won't be any watering or anything, and there's nothing for me to grow anymore. So, might as well clean this all out. I'll probably have to completely change the way it's arranged next spring anyway, so... Just destroy it all, thanks to my new sickle. But I don't remember what shade in the fall it's supposed to be when it's supposed to be able to be cut. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Poison mushrooms. No, you can't heal with them, but you can, they sell for a pretty decent price, if I remember right, compared to the regular ones. So I was just going to grab one before I move along. If I remember correctly, you can't use the blue feather on any day. I think it's either Saturday or Sunday that she accepts it. So I'm going to hold off on that. Yeah, they're kind of dull in coloration, so I'm kind of assuming that. So, with the last stamina I have left today, I'm going to go ahead and chop some wood, which will be kind of the main thing for both fall and winter. Because I actually remembered that the fences actually don't do anything unless you, actually let the animals out, which there's no reason to do in this game. In this one anyway. So I just need enough wood to upgrade the house next seasons. Take this opportunity as this may be the last day or two that I can do this, so. Okay, I think I'm gonna call that good here. Move on to the next day. Need something to eat. Okay. So, my next item upgrade that I need to get. But, before I do that, I need to deal with the animals, because I'm probably just going to grab one of my eggs and give it to him, because that's extremely low cost. That's right, that doesn't count. Blech. Grab 2 of the eggs, leave 1 of them. Oh. He'll only take a mushroom. Well, that's annoying. Grab you a friggin' mushroom. Picky thing. I'm alive now. Thank you very much. I didn't eat anything for 3 days. I need to give you something. Take a look in the shed tomorrow. Okay, yeah, if I remember correctly, he upgrades something. Alright. I need to go find Eve. And I don't wander around town very much, so I never remember where she is outside. Where is she? Okay. I was like, was it going to be too late at night? But, oh well. That I couldn't remember it was Saturday or Sunday. Okay. Okay, so in this game, the wives don't actually do very much. They have like a random task you'll see them do around the farm, but that's about it. But really, that's more than they do in some games, but oh, need a brush. Got it. But yeah, now I'm on a stricter timeline every day, so gotta be a bit more careful. Fortunately, there isn't as much I have to do each day, so it helps a little bit. I also need to keep giving her gifts every day, so... Fortunately, the eggs make a useful gift for that purpose, so... Like I said, they're low cost, and they do the trick, mostly. Okay. But I think eggs work fine for Eve, if I remember right. In a couple of places, depending on what time of day it is. Now, as you see, I have the golden hoe now, too, which... I hate to say this, but I really hate that upgrade, but it's something I can't ignore getting either. It basically does basically a row of 5 in front of you, which is a really awkward shape for these type of games, since, this series of games tends to generally focus on, rows of like 3x3 squares, which is what a lot of upgrades of future games would focus around usually. But yeah, the 5x5 squares makes doing anything other than straight lines difficult, and they're not very cost effective when you do that. No reason I'm doing this now. am the spirit here, water. If you gave my fish back, you are a good man. I'll give you this, you'll become fine. More power berries. Thank you. Try to get a few more of those berries before the next growing season, so hence why my rush to do so. Okay, it's 2 o'clock now. Yeah, now when it's getting dark, I need to go back immediately. And yep, I messed up already. Oh well. It lowers their affection, but as long as you don't do it very often, it's usually fine. I just need to be a little bit more cautious. Okay. Mostly as long as I just keep giving her gifts. I know it's possible for her to leave you, but I've never actually played it, had it actually happen, because I've never neglected it that much. But I'm sure it's possible, and I'm sure kids that played this back in the day probably did manage to screw that up pretty badly. Gonna feed the cows. Because inventory is still not a thing. Something I forgot about is the chicks don't actually need to be fed. I just leave them alone for now. They feed themselves until they get big. So, yep, gotta leave that be. 4 chickens and 4 cows. That should sustain me through the winter here. Keep her happy with eggs for now. Grab 1 poison mushroom here. Keep a little passive money coming in, since I can't really make much during the season without the crops. Once the cows start get going and I can get milk from them, that usually gives me a pretty large amount of money, more than probably anything else in the game, but it takes like 21 days or something like that, if I remember right, in game for the cows to be milkable, so I'm still a little ways off from that yet. Not that there's anything I really need to buy during the year, but having a little bit when the time comes will be beneficial. Okay. Right, better head back. Because, yeah, this is why the timing gets that much more tight. And each wife also does something a little bit different at the end of each day, but I've never really noticed a difference. You can see this makes the days start to take a lot, makes the days a lot faster. Fortunately, these eggs seem to be like in the same 3 spots every day, so it's easy. At least until that 4th chicken grows up. So by the end of the season, by the end of the year, I'll have all 4 of the golden tools, so that's always something to look forward to. See how we're doing in regards to 184 pieces. I have enough for another cow, but I don't really want to risk it right now. Oh well, we'll just focus on, Well, I just go ahead and go grab another poison mushroom. I have plenty of time. Fortunately, they're really close by the entrance, so that makes it a lot easier to get to them. I just need to make sure I don't accidentally munch on one. Because inventory is not a thing. You get some number of dog pickups. And honestly, once you get to this point, there's actually not a lot of point after like 3 o'clock of leaving the farm, so if there isn't much else to do, you just gotta end the day there. Yeah, as I said, this drastically increases how long each day goes on for. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, the fall and winter in particular is a little bit more repetitive than the previous seasons we've done. Unfortunately, they do go kind of fast because there's not nearly as much to do. And also, I can't stay out late anymore, so that's the other reason. Out of the way, dog. Grab my sickle and check the... Let's see, I'm trying to remember something here. Let's see, so I need 240 pieces to get through the winter. So, I'm actually on track, just need to keep it up. Said hopefully the fields are producing more than I'll eventually need, so we'll just see here. $136. I need 500. It'll help once I get the golden axe, but that's not till winter time, so I kinda need to work with what I got here. Probably just makes more sense to, like, chop these 4 near the entrance, grab a poison mushroom, and head back, rather than trying to guess what time it is. That way I don't even have to think about it. Probably. I just realized it's probably too late, so probably should just go back. It's really hard to squeeze much into this time frame that exists in this game. Indeed, Eve, indeed. Oh, wait, that's not the barn. Let's try it again. Oh. Couldn't see it over the overhead there. I actually think it doesn't actually matter which slot you throw them into, just as long as there's enough number for the number of cows that you have. Oh, wait, I need to grab the egg. Oh, no, those aren't ready yet. Should be soon, and when they are, that should push me over the limit I need, which will keep me steady for the rest of the season. Not enough that I probably can buy another animal right now, but enough to get by for now. Nope, don't want to eat that. So you don't have to do much with the dog, you just have to keep picking him up, so... I don't know how this is supposed to be increasing my bond with him exactly, but we're not going to question these things. Need 500 pieces. I'm up to 190. And I think the house is like 10,000 gold or something like that, if I remember right. I don't know why I'm checking the seasons. It's not like it matters. The weather, it's not like it matters this season. Even if the weather is severe, it doesn't really change what I do. Oh, we finally have a cow we can milk. Which means the other 3 will start building up steadily through the next month. Give me a nice steady income through the winter season. Fortunately, unlike the crops, time doesn't pass inside of the buildings, which is why you don't usually take the animals outside in this game, as there's no benefit to doing so. It simply takes too long if you try to. End up wasting a lot of time because the timer is too short. As I said, at the pace we're already going, I won't be surprised if we get to winter before the stream's over today, which is very different compared to like the last 2 seasons we've done. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty decent chunk. Yeah, 262. So as long as the rest of it keeps growing for the rest of the season, I cut it daily. Should have more than enough for what I have. Let's get the chopping. Simple days, simple days. Alright, I need to make sure I talk to her before I run off. Yep, it would be Saturday, wouldn't it? Fortunately, I don't really go to the shops for anything this season, so it's not even really all that relevant. Okay. Yeah, I know the milk comes in small, medium, and large in this game, and I think once they start producing large ones, the money builds up extremely quickly. Especially once you start having, like, a couple dozen of them. Okay, I didn't think so. Just head to the forest for the daily routine, and then we'll just wrap it up. And actually, if I remember correctly, once you get, like, later into the like, the second years, fall and winter, you pretty much already have all of this stuff that I'm working on done by that point, so you basically just tend the animals and then go back to sleep. It's like no other reason to go do anything. But this is where this first game... What did I see on YouTube the other day? It was a gameplay video where somebody got the best ending in Harvest in this game in like 2 hours. By doing a lot of very particular things. Of course, I'm obviously not taking that route because I don't know how to do that. So I didn't really sit and watch the video because I was going to watch somebody else play it for 2 hours when I'm streaming it. Yep, we don't really have anything else to do today, so... Yep, I'm aware. I'm actually done for the day, so... Bad. No, I definitely don't. What I can definitely tell you is this game suffers heavily from first game syndrome, where the ambition and idea of the game was limited by the context of the time that it came out. As I said, the lack of an inventory system makes this game extremely annoying because you have to basically carry everything to its spot every time. And also, the number of activities, upgrades, and things like that you can do to make the game easier and more efficient, because that's kind of the appeal of these games. You start off with very little. You get more tools, more resources to be able to do more, and over time, you're able to do a lot more with a lot less effort. But this one doesn't do very much of that because it basically couldn't. This game had a very difficult development cycle when it came out in 1997. And you also have to take into account this game came out in 1997. Well, after the Nintendo 64 and the other consoles of that time period were already out, which is why this game's success was initially pretty poor. It was an extremely late release for the Super NES. And though it does take advantage as much as the system could, it was still extremely limited by, at this point, the Super NES's extremely limited memories. It's a situation where the game was more ambitious than the console itself could actually do. Because games like Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons, Rune Factory, Stardew Valley all benefit heavily from item management and the ability to handle and manage multiple items at the same time, which the Super Nintendo just had some limits on what it could do with it. Also, the lack of things to do in the fall and winter that you're kind of seeing with me right now, it kind of makes it difficult to do, because you basically have half of the game here where you just don't do very much. So it's kind of limited in scope. That being said, for the attempt they made on the Super Nintendo with it, it's actually pretty solid, I think, in general, in regards to, there are not a whole lot of bugs or technical issues that I've noticed with this game which really stand out in that regards. It's more of always one of those things where it definitely had a better chance on something a little bit more powerful than the Super NES was. As I said, as you can tell with this very session I've been playing, unlike the spring and summer seasons where I had a lot to do each day, I'm kind of just doing the same, 5 things, every game day right now and not really doing much else. Okay, looks like we got some fence posts. Now, as I kind of said earlier, and some of its elements are rendered kind of pointless by a few issues, like, for example, the fact that time stops inside of the barns and things like that makes it so I don't put the animals outside, which also renders the fences useless, because the only purpose of the fences is basically to keep wild dogs from eating your animals, basically. And if I don't let them out, since there's no reason to let them out, the fences are pretty much completely useless. It comes from the simplicity of a lot of things. Super NES games didn't have a lot of moving parts, so there were less things to screw up, I guess, compared to the multi-layered console systems we have now. It's kind of like any other machine. The more parts you have in something, the more likely it is to break. Oh, it must be a festival tomorrow. It's important that I figure out which one it is. Okay, so we have a festival tomorrow, and this one's kind of important for something, so in order to get myself another power berry, I need to, like, grab a fish or something like that. Oh, I forgot to grab my brush. Blah. Yeah, that's kind of why the lack of an inventory system kind of sucks in this game, is just because you can only carry 2 items at a time. There's multiple items you can pick up, but you have to carry them to the box. You can't put them in inventory, just put everything in the box all at once. So that's more the issue with this game, is that its ambition was definitely limited here. Or its ambition exceeded what the Super NES could perform. There are a lot of shortcuts taken, and from what I heard about the development of this game, the project was actually going on for a while, but they ran out of money. So it basically was concluded with, like, 3 people finishing the last, like, 2/3 of the game. So it was like, which wasn't a common story back then either, so dog. Okay, now I have all 4 chickens, so I need to start feeding all 4 of them now. I mean, technically, if you're running low on food, you can actually just stop feeding the chickens. Because unlike other later games in the series, the animals don't actually die when you stop feeding them. They just stop producing stuff, and the chickens don't get sick. The cows will get sick if you stop feeding them. But the chickens don't. So, and because the eggs aren't worth very much, you can actually cheat by just simply not feeding them and just feeding everything else. But I don't think I'm going to have to worry about that, because I think I have more than enough. It just means I probably won't be able to add any additional animals to my block before the season ends. Nothing's ready to grow yet, so I'll have to leave that, because it all looks like the same color to me. It's really hard to tell when that stuff's ready to be cut or not. Okay, the fences are fine right now. We go ahead and call it a day here, because my goals tomorrow will be slightly different, which might result in Okay, I have a little extra I have to do today. So before I'll tend to my animals as usual, then I'll probably be doing something else different, funny enough. Oh wait, I needed that. Ah. Two milkable cows. That will help me greatly. Which means those remaining two should be also coming up shortly, because I bought them all fairly close together, if I remember right. Okay, now I need to go check on my options here. So I can get another power berry if I bring either a fish or there's another item I can pick up at the top of the mountain to do instead. I can't remember if that item appears here or not, so I'm gonna have to look real quick and hope I get there before 3 o'clock. I don't want to mess this up, so I may have to reset if it comes to that. Yep, that's what I was looking for. Because, yeah, the day will end automatically once the festival's over, so I wanted to take care of everything else first. Okay, I got what I wanted there. Fruit of the Southern Country cane's good, but they strong smell and I don't like that. Boom. Did I just eat a frog? Eh. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the wife here. Yeah, that's the other way you could get her to leave you, is to be a jerk and pick one of the other girls and not her. Said it's not that hard not to screw up the relationship in this game if you're not being a moron. Gee, people not being morons? Is that that's the thing? I mean, to be fair, if you're looking to, you know, have a good relationship with your significant other, making a fool out of them in front of the entire town is probably not a good way to do it. I may not be married, but I thought that was fairly common sense, but I'm always confused by people. I'm gonna go check the grass since I didn't yesterday. Yeah, I kind of figured there was going to be some, just because I didn't check it yesterday. I wanted to make sure I had enough time for the festival stuff. Okay, I'm not going to be cutting down trees today, because there's something else I want to check. If I remember correctly, I think that thing I picked up yesterday appears for a few days, so I just want to see if I can... It's very valuable if you put it in the shipping bin, but I think it only appears like a few days during fall or something like that. Okay, yep, it's not there, so... Couldn't remember if you grabbed more than once, but... Hey, getting the power berry was more important anyway, so... Yeah, it's already lunchtime, so... No point doing anything too crazy. almost up to 300 pieces. That each winter I need 30 pieces per animal, which is why I'm trying not to go too far overboard here. Yeah, not really anything else I have to do. You work on a day like this? Yeah. Is the game stopping me? Then no, I am gonna keep going. I can't get sick in this game, so you can't stop me. Gotta feed the cows. Out of the way, you're in the way of the food bin. Oh, did I put all 4 of them in the... Well, crap. I'll have to do something else then here. Maybe aim for something a little bit nicer here. Thursday, so I'll do something different instead. Nope, nothing else there. Like, I only go into town, like, once every, like, handful of weeks here. Nah, probably I'll give this to Eve instead. Means I need to carry it above my head, all the way in the rain, and have it not get ruined somehow. Because that's how cakes work, apparently. At least I'll have time to go pick up another poison mushroom, and then they'll probably call it. Making pretty steady progress. We're already halfway through the month. Not even at the halfway point for the stream yet. Oh, they're getting bigger now. That's good. They make more money. I'm missing an egg. Did I forget to feed somebody? Oh well. These eggs are only worth, 50 gold each, so they're kind of not as important, but still, it's always good to have a little bit of passive stuff. Grab the hammer, too. I got some posts to smack around. Yeah, this saves a lot more time that I can just wipe out full squares worth. See if any more need broken down. Doesn't look like it, so. Get back to my wood cutting. More dog points before I go back in. Alright, maybe I should check. I want to see where I'm at for the wood stuff. 300, so I need another 200 more. So we're just kind of blowing through fall without too much effort here. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with the birds that appear at the front. They just sometimes appear for no reason, as far as I can tell. Yeah, the soundtrack is very pleasant. It's funny, a lot of it stuck with me throughout the years in a way you wouldn't think a game like this would have a soundtrack that would stick to my head like it does. Which is probably good for a game that's entire concept is basically repeating the handful of same tasks over and over again. Which already only appeals to probably a very specific demographic of people. That includes me. I am very task motivated. If a game gives me a series of tasks that build up to something else, yeah, I tend to do them. That's probably why these type of games are so appealing to me for whatever reason. Oh, guess we're not ready yet for that. Oh well. Do my daily run to the forest here. Yeah, as I said, this game was released extremely late into the Super Nintendo's lifespan, so by that point, most games that came out later for the Super Nintendo basically were able to take full advantage of everything the console could do at that point, which always seems to have a major effect on things like animation and things like that, at least in my experience anyway, compared to what you normally see earlier on in the console lives. Approaching my 500 that I need. But just feel like I'm kind of blowing through the season here. Mostly because I kind of am. Oh, that wasn't where I wanted to go. Oh, good. They're both giving me mediums now. Whoops, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Give me a pretty solid amount there. $375, so yeah, I'm quickly approaching the amount I need, even with the amount that I'm using, so should be fairly consistent, I think. Actually using some of my stamina because I actually am doing stuff today. Indeed, I will. Now we're already at the 18th of fall. So we're actually we're proceeding fairly steadily here, which is more than I said. It took almost the first 2 playthroughs of this to get through the first 2 seasons of the game. Admittedly, once we get out of fall and winter, the second 2 seasons will probably be a little longer again, but probably not by much. I can't get to the other one, so I'll have to wait for her to move. Okay, there we go. It's all stacking up on top of each other. I can't target them. Though, admittedly, saying targeting is kind of questionable. I don't think
think there will actually be any grass to cut today, but... Nope, no grass to cut today, so... And do just a little bit more wood cutting. Okay, I only just now ate lunch, so I'm gonna go grab one more poison mushroom since I now actually have time today. Said any little chunk I can get now will save me a lot of time and energy next season. Oh. Okay, if I remember correctly, the Egg Festival is another one where I can get another Power Berry, so it's going to be another one I'm going to try to determine what I need to do to win that one. But that will be the next one here. Now we have 3 cows. think so. Okay, we're at about the halfway point here, so I'm going to go ahead and pause and take a quick break here. We'll be back shortly. Alright, we are back. I'm going to go ahead and proceed from here. Okay, so next up is the Egg Festival, which has 2 important items you get by completing it successfully. So that's what we're going to be focused on next. Now, there's a little bit of dumb luck involved with it, so unfortunately I may need to do a little bit of a resetting here, depending on what happens, so we'll see here. Yep, I'm going to the festival. I just need to tend to certain things first. Okay, moving along. Oh goody, all 4 of my cows are now milkable. It's always a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna ignore everything else so I can focus on the festival section now. Green. No, that's blue. Okay, yep, I found it. Why is that blocked off? Orange. Orange, red, I can't tell what those are. Lavender or something like that. Pink. I've seen that pink one. Hold on, bear with me here. I'm trying to verify something. I think something didn't work right, but or maybe I just didn't find enough eggs. What? Scared you. Oh. Yeah, something, I felt like something didn't work right, so I'm just repeating the day now. Does mean I gotta do this first part again, though, but... Okay, gonna try this again here. Well, that's not a good start. there it is. Oh. Okay, I just want to verify why I wasn't getting the power bear. You either get one prize or the other, not both. Okay. That means I have to do it again next year. Oh well. Oh well, back to normal stuff. I'm not gonna keep resetting for random chances of this stuff. Let's focus on what I can do. There we go. The turtle charm that I won is useful because it supposedly protects my farm from natural disasters, which if I remember correctly, I think what it basically does is reduce the amount of damage the hurricanes do, which is why I had some awkwardly shaped plots at the beginning of the stream. So it's still useful to have, even if it's not the power berry. Pretty sure the game picks which prize you get at random, so even if I did repeat it over and over again, there's no guarantee I'd get the berry anyway. And I don't want to drag out this stream that much longer by continuing to reset over and over again. Okay. Back to the usual fare until winter starts, which will probably change everything here. Okay. I was actually looking for the power berries here, and there's actually one that I forgot all about. Which involves me selling a chicken and then it pops up to somebody else. It required me to sacrifice one of my chickens for the greater good, but... Just grab one at random. Doesn't really matter. Ooh, there we go. Barely made it. Okay, needed a second. I think we're on track. Alright, moving on. Could you get out of my way, please? I have to replace that chicken that I traded for a power berry, so cut down on my food costs for a bit. That's nice. up the pace then. Unfortunately, we're almost done with the fall season, and unfortunately, winter is about just as unvaried, though we'll have one additional task to do during the winter, this for the first year anyway. 107 pieces. Just trying to calculate something in my head here. Okay. I'm actually doing higher than I thought I was, so... yeah, doing it today. Yep, give me another one. I have more than enough for the winter from the looks of it, so it should be good. Alright. There's cow number 5. That should allow me to add another chicken as well, if all goes well. Did I not feed any of them? I got sidetracked by the... whoops. Wasn't good. Well... why do I keep doing that? Ugh, some precious stuff on game's tendency to make me drop stuff. Ah. Okay, we're good here. 1 o'clock. Probably have time to go grab one mushroom, but that's about it. Alright, another day done, another day go. looks like based on the current pace we're going, we'll probably be part way into winter before the end of the stream here. I don't think there are any other festivals in fall, so it'll just be a straight run to the end, basically. Oh wait, that's not the one I'm looking for. Did I already get that one? Yep, I must have. Oh, crowding up, make it even harder. Okay, back to chickens. Alright, now I just need to Eve real quick. $442, so we're approaching the 500 mark that I need. Gotta cut grass. I'm trying to get myself towards the 500 mark. The only thing I can't remember is how much it costs to actually upgrade the house, the second level of the house, but yeah, I'll figure it out soon enough. Figure I get the main material I need first, and then I'll figure out the rest for later. Let's see. Guess it really doesn't matter what order I do this in. As long as I brush, talk, milk, and feed them all before I go. Actually gets really hectic once you have like 6+ of them. You can have up to 12. That, as we say, is that. Trying to make sure I have enough to keep track of everything, because I have to have enough not only to get through winter, but like the first handful of days of spring until the grass starts growing back. Like I will support up to 10, which is what I'm already going towards anyway, I guess. Now we're approaching the end of autumn here, so progressing even more quickly than I thought we were. Please stop running away. Making this much harder than it needs to be. Okay, everything's good there. Moving along. Okay, there's chicken number 4. I'm gonna go ahead and throw another one on there so we can get 5 chickens. I'm 5 and 5, so it should be good there. Yeah, I'll have to have the carpenter come out and see how much. So there's actually not a whole lot of reason for me to gather any more wood anymore. As I said, the fences, in most games, the fences serve a purpose, but in this one, they're pretty useless given the way how I play, so I actually don't need any more wood anymore. Now the question is whether I have enough money to actually perform the upgrade, but there's only one way to find out. Which means the rest of fall and winter is going to be pretty gather heavy and not much else. Keep an eye on the clock while I do this. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock now, so gonna wrap this up. Yep. Okay, so that's going to be one other major thing taken care of. And pretty much for the rest of the winter, it's going to be basically allowing my gold to build back up so I can start replanting in the spring. Now all the major costs are taken care of. There we go. I was like, wait. Like, I know there were two more that still need to be taken care of. Did I just do 4 and not notice? I guess I did? Yeah, I best stop questioning these things. Okay. Now try again here. All right. I need to grab my sickle. Oops. Funny thing is, I get the axe upgrade in the winter, and I'll have practically no use for it. Oh well. Completion is as completion does, I guess. I know that's not remotely close to saying, but I'm going with it. I got 4 more days in fall left. Now it's time to go mushroom picking. It's even funnier because by the time the second fall and winter rolls around, picking mushrooms and stuff actually doesn't really do very much for you anyway. This is like the only time I have to do it, really, so... By the time I get to the second winter, I'm making so much money from the animals that I don't even really need these little chunks of change either. But, like, remember how most people play this game? It's like the second autumn and winter, you basically just sleep through 95% of it. You take care of the animals, and that's about it. Okay. Alright, just a second. Yep, they are hard at work, building my house. Basically, the house upgrade is for the second part of the family building where your wife starts having kids, basically. I think you get a max of 2 in this game, I think is what it is. And you need both kids in order to get the best ending, basically. That I'm not necessarily going for the best ending because I don't know if I'm gonna play it all the way through yet or not on stream, but might as well shoot for the best I can, just in case I do. I have to see how spring goes in particular. Because you gotta do, like, quite a bit of everything in order to do so. You have to, like... First of all, you need, like, 12 cows and 12 chickens. You need at least one cow with, like, max affection rating. You need to ship 200 of each crop. You gotta pick up the dog like 100 times. You have to have the 2 kids. And there's probably a couple other conditions I'm not remembering at the moment. So this game has like 20-some endings depending on how much you do or how much you progress. Since the game has a hard time limit of 2.5 years, you basically have till summer of your 3rd year to do as much as you can. Because unlike later games in the series that allow you to basically continue basically forever if you want to, this one has a very hard time limit on it. So it's about efficiency more so than anything else, I'd probably say. Okay, I don't know if there's gonna be any more grass to get before the season changes, but I guess it's fine. Got enough for what I've got right now. I just won't be able to add anything more during the winter. Because I'm probably going to need to, like, double my grass field in the second season in order to get all 12 of each animal. Because right now I'm at, like, 5 chickens and 5 cows with the field that I have right now. The biggest problem, though, is there's no counter for any of this stuff, so you can't really tell how you're progressing on any of it. You just kind of, sort of just kind of keep doing it and hope for the best, basically. You also need to get all 10 power berries, which I'm on the path to doing currently, so... I got 2 days left in the season. Be moving on to winter shortly. Okay, there's number 4. Okay. Alright, I keep forgetting you talk to them. Going pretty smoothly here. We're almost like a couple days left in fall because fall and winter in this game are kind of quick. Yeah, I saw that the Facebook Messenger flash, so I assumed you were working on your own project. I mean, you guys did a good job. You put way more work into something like that than I've done in my house in like the last 2 or 3 years. Call it there. Okay. Get back here. Friggin' things, you run into them, they run half all the way across. Oh. Okay, I have something else I need to deal with then. My cows are sick. I don't know why they're sick, but... I'll just have to make a side tangent today instead. Get back here. Okay. Unfortunately, it's Friday, so I need to go today, so... I am taking care of him. I don't know why that one got sick. I don't know, my pets are kind of scattered about, so, even if I found a camera spot, I'd have to figure out which one to put it on. Okay, good. He's cured up, so... I'd also be afraid that, with the VTuber, setup already using the webcam, I'd be kind of afraid to set up another one. That sounds like a good way to bog down my stream with, data load issues. Okay, the house has been upgraded. We paint our house a beautiful color. Okay, that may mean that the, paint is now for sale at the... Well, I'd be more concerned with it on my 14 streams than on these ones. And I don't think it's my computer that'd be the issue. It'd be the friggin' internet connection. It took me upgrading to one of their higher price packages just to keep it stable for the regular stuff. It's like, the vast majority of the time it's fine, but there'll just be a random night where it will just suddenly decide it's not going to work properly. A little concerned? Why do you say that? Excited about cows? I don't even know what that means in this context. Nope, I'm not going to get any more. well grab a few more of these mushrooms while I have time to do so, since the season's gonna change. Yeah, he mentioned his daughter watching the stream earlier, so I assumed he was home. For the most part, no. Basically taking care of the animals, and because of an item I have, there will be one other task I'll be focused on, but... Yeah, as you kind of may have noticed from the previous streams of this, it took me an entire stream to get through most of spring and summer. We're almost completely through fall. We are completely through fall, to be honest with you, so... Other than the little side project, there won't be too much left to do. Something like that, more or less. Yes, as soon as I can actually buy the paint. Because it's Sunday. Nothing's open. Yeah, I don't even have grass to cut anymore, so yeah, it's, it's just taking care of the animals so that I can build up my money reserves so I can buy a bunch of stuff when the season changes back to spring. Ah. Damn. Why is it so precise? There'll be one special project I have to tackle for this first winter, but we'll be tackling that momentarily here. Okay, now for this month's special project. Back during one of the earlier spring festivals, I got this special seed that I need to plant at the top of the mountain. And then basically water it and care for it throughout the season to get another power berry. So that's what I'll be doing. Oh, hi, horse. Go with one of my particular names here. Okay. The horse will become very vital during the next season. For now, it's just going to hang around. As you can see, there's, nothing much grows up here either, so there's not even as much to gather. There's one thing we can gather, but it's kind of annoying. Oh. Oh, for some reason I thought I had to take care of it throughout. Oh, well, I guess I don't. Okay, well, at least that makes it easy. For some reason I was under the impression I had to do something more with it, but I guess I didn't. I don't know, my memory of this is kind of fuzzy. Yeah, unfortunately the only thing you can gather during this time of year is these herbs. Herbs, whatever. But as you can see, the path to actually get to them is kind of long. So I can only really do 1 or 2 of these a day if I have nothing else going on. It's questionable if it's even worth doing, but... It's already 3 o'clock now, so I'm not going to go there now. Sounds. Okay, so that's the second earthquake. So that will open up a few options for me today. Let's look around the land, so there'll be trouble if the fences are broken. You mean those fences that have no purpose? I was scared by the earthquake this morning. Come up to the mountain after checking out the ranch. Eve does 2 things. She comes in here. You see where those, that jar in the upper left-hand corner of the screen? She hangs out up there and works on her juice, or juice, I put in quotes because that's the censoring that they did. But otherwise, that's primarily the only other place I think she goes. And pretty much all of the wives, they all have a slightly different thing that they do, but all it really does is change the location that they stand in, basically. As I said, the Super Nintendo's limitations kind of limited what they could actually have them do at all. So yeah, outside of the shed, you'll see her stand do stuff in the house. That's about it. Said in future games, they often have like other little small things that they'll do throughout the day, but it's always pretty general. Occasionally they'll help, like, feed the animals or something, but that's usually about it in most games. The main thing is that in future games, they basically give them their own routine, so they'll go into town and do, you know, whatever they were doing beforehand, while in the earlier games, they just kind of, they stop having lives outside of the place afterwards. Which is always really weird when they do that. But then again, there are games... I mean, there are games in the series where even after they got past the limitations, where there's still some that never leave the house or whatever. And as I said, it's always really awkward when they do that. I don't really like that. I like it to have a little bit more life to it than that. I mean, I wouldn't know about that, but, okay, there's a couple of things to look into here. First, I need to grab the axe for a purpose. Don't throw things in the spring. So I'm just going to go ahead and ignore that. How do you do? I am the goddess of the spring. Did you expect me to come out? By the way, I have a question. Is this golden axe the one you dropped? No, it is not. Yes, I found an honest person. I'm going to give you this golden axe. No, you don't have to thank me. I'm happy to meet someone honest. Like you. Bye now. Keep up with your work. Okay, got the upgrade for being honest, so... Now I can get that berry I've had to look at for a while now. Now I got a shortcut into the cave, which will speed things up a little bit when I decide to do this. As long as I have my axe with me anyway. Said the golden axe is kind of late for me because I don't really need it for anything, but... Okay, now I just need to hammer down the broken fence posts. Because this game has a weird thing about it. Even though the fence posts don't actually do much of anything for me, I can't jump over the broken posts for some reason. So, still gotta get rid of them so they don't block my way. Oh, yep, now all I'm missing is one power berry now. Which I know where it is, unfortunately, and I can't get it again till fall. Okay, time to call it a day. go to the tool shop and buy paint. It's just the last few days have been kind of busy. Yes, yeah. Jared, I know... Exploder, I know you're getting older, but I know you're not that old. Okay. Gotta head over to the... Can't remember if the paint is available yet or not, because she keeps bringing it up. Yep, there it is. I'll be honest, I don't know if this paint that you buy it serves any actual purpose, really, but... Yeah, I think it is only for the house, so... Yeah, it's already 1 o'clock here, so... Even if I had time to run someplace else, I see no reason to do so. No reason to make this season any longer than it has to be when there's nothing else to do for me. Have a party, huh? I don't think that ever actually happens. The thing that a lot of these farming sim games would eventually be kind of known for is their basically random events that would take place between different people in the town and things like that to kind of establish relationships between the different people that live in the town with with other characters and yourself and stuff. But outside of the bachelorettes, none of the characters in this game even have names, really. Like, all the other NPCs in this game are either named based on their occupation or just don't have a name at all. Like, you have the mayor, you have, like, Anne's dad and Anne's uncle and Eve's uncle or Eve's grandpa or the mayor. Yeah, it's not a very lively place, so you really don't get to know anybody, which is why I've gone into town so little, there's almost no reason to go into town. Once you're married, that's pretty much the only reason to go into town unless there's something you need to buy. Later games definitely do a better job of doing a little bit more with it than that. It also doesn't help that the days are so short in this one, which makes going to town a kind of a burden a lot of the time unless you have absolutely something you need to do there, because the days are just too individually short to do very much. One way to look at it, I guess. Bird, out of my way. Okay, now I need my axe, so I have a shortcut to the herbs, because there's not really anything else for me to do today. Herb hunting I go. But I now have a shortcut, which helps a little bit. It doesn't save me a lot of time, but it saves me a little bit of time. Whoops. Well, yeah. I mean, the main thing is a lot of later games put more emphasis on having friendships with other people in the town and things like that. That expands a little bit or gives you access to other things and the like. Unfortunately, there's no actual friendship development with anybody else in the game outside of the bachelorettes for the purpose of marriage. That's kind of why at the very beginning of the playthrough, I basically said the only real thing you really do in this game is, like, decide which girl you're marrying and focus just giving on her stuff and ignoring everybody else, basically. Because there's just pretty much no other reason to do it. To be fair, I think this party dialogue is just a replacement for the paint house dialogue, since I already did that. Yeah, the wife doesn't have very many dialogue branches in this game. Probably get at least a few more days in before we have to call the stream for tonight. Probably wrap up at about 10 o'clock Central Time here. About 10 minutes. Okay, now I have 5 chickens. I need to... Look at that screensaver like snow. It's a couple fence posts to deal with. Only really have time for one today, but oh well. No, the horse is a separate thing. See, there it is. I'll make this the last day for today's stream, so go ahead and wrap this up here. Fortunately, I haven't had a need for the shop for the last 2 seasons. Okay. Get a herb to finish the day off here. Oh, it's still 8 o'clock, so no time's actually passed yet. That's right, because I was just in there. Might have time for 2. Or why the flower girl is wandering around a cave, particularly, but who knows. To be fair, each of the bachelorettes in this game basically have one personality trait. That's about it anyway. Yeah. Who said they still kind of look like they're like a screensaver graphics, but hey, it's the best you can do at a time like that. Okay, so I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up for today. We got completely through autumn and we're already up to the 8th of winter. So next Sunday we should be able to get up to the second year of spring. So let's see here. Lost my train of thought. Anyway, said we're going to go ahead and wrap up for tonight. We will be back with the raid crew on Tuesday to continue our P10S prog. And we will be back next Sunday for part 4 of Harvest Moon. So I appreciate you guys joining me tonight. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time. And yeah.